Yes, we want to talk basketball today. Um, from the NBA perspective, I've been watching the matches with Knights and the other teams that are in, and it is sad that Warriors seems like they're out, and some of the best teams, Lakers are out. Some of the best teams are out of for the semifinals. But there's one individual that I want to put emphasis on is Anthony Edwards. I think last year he showed that an exceptional ability, basketball skills and ability, that he is destined for greatness. I had the opportunity to watch the last match with Warriors and the Wolves, and Anthony Edwards, he has exceptional of offense, and his team is very defensive. He has a very defensive team. He has some 6-footers, 7-footers that are in the back, tightening in the back, and doing everything in their power to possess as much ball, to manipulate both the defense and the offense. And my prediction might not be accurate, but I feel that the Wolves are going to be a very tough team to reckon with. And Anthony Edwards, with his basketball skills and abilities, penetrating the key, his footworks is exceptional. And I realize that he has worked on his heart, and he's doing everything in his power to make sure that he possesses a championship. And I believe that if the Wolves does everything in their power in this present competition, they may be the next champion. I think it's Knights or the Knicks. They have a very defensive team also. They have 6-footers and 7-footers. Very tough team. And there are other teams that are very defensive. One of the things about competitions, the closer the competition gets to the finals, you find out that the games are more defensive than offensive. And I admire Anthony Edwards. And I would never say that he's like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's style is different. It's different. It's just that Anthony Edwards, he exhibits his vertical is exceptionally high. For his height, I think he's a 6-footer. I think he maybe be about 6'4". If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. But I know that he's a 6-footer, and his dunk, his vertical is exceptionally great. His dunks are very high, unstoppable. When he rises in the air, it's very difficult for a 6-footer or a 7-footer, to block him. And his manipulation with the right hand and the left hand arm is exceptional. His dribble both right and left, he's unstoppable. There's no way you can stop him. And as a champion, because one of those days I'm going to bring some of you into my trophy gallery from in the 80s. Because I have trophies from in the 80s, early 80s, 90s, early 2000s, because I hanged up my boots, my track and field boots in 2003, hanged up my boots, football, most of the sports. I still do it now because I use sports now to stay fit. That's all. And a lot of young people, now, I wouldn't say a lot of young people. Some young people, they think that I'm too old to be still playing basketball. And the thing is, the Lord has taught me from in my middle 20s, about 29, that I had to take care of my body. I have to be very careful what I eat, my nutrition, and to make sure that my muscles stay in the best condition. And I'm 48. I think the 26th of May, the 26th of May, I'll be 49, and I still feel like my body still feels like a 16-year-old. And I know there are some individuals who say, well, Pastor need to retire and stop playing. Listen, I'm doing this to keep fit, to stay healthy. So that is one. Two, it's not that I don't want to put it down. This is what keeps me alive. Remember, I'm aging. My metabolism is getting weaker. So I have to do something, to keep my metabolism up, to keep my strength up. Most of us, from a traditional perspective, in the sporting arena, once you reach 30, 34, people want to retire. And you find out that a lot of us, we age very fast because most of the things that we normally do in our youthful time, we quit doing them. And, people, we must understand that the more you age, your body's getting weaker. So you need exercise to keep you going. You need activities to keep you alive, and especially your heart, your cardiac muscle. The more exercise you do, and I'm not talking about the age people, because you can't overdo your exercise. The more you exercise, is the stronger your cardiac muscle becomes. And remember, you're not young again. You're not 6 years old, 10-year-old, like the little children who would play all day, and then in the night they drop out. We can't do that again. Like first time. But I know my body. I know the limit of my body. Once I do gym work, and because even now, I'm still, even though I've hung up my track and field boots, I still do 200, 300, 200, 100, 800, 1500, and I do a lot of running. So that is what keeps me on the basketball court, and I last longer than even the young people. They can't play all. I play four quarters without rest. 4 quarters only when break time or time out, or that's the time I rest. But my body, from in my youthful years, I did long distance, and I was a marathon runner. I usually run like 80 miles in the morning, 80 miles in the evening. For years I've been doing that. So my body, the athleticism is still within my body. So I know some of them are saying that, well, Pastor, because I think when I went to the nationals, I was trying to get myself into the nationals, to carry out one of my objectives, to get at least 20 to 20 at 3 pointers in a game. But unfortunately, I tried to cement myself along with other teammates who understand me um, in the nationals with Celtic Central. But the coach kept benching me, and I sat on the bench until I got frustrated and just move on. I saw that as a waste of time, and I think one of the officials in the Western saw me on the bench, and he said, "Coach, how you have this man broke the record? He broke the 3 pointer record, and he's on fire. He got at least 10 to 13 3 pointers in a game, in one game, and you have him on the bench." But they had their objectives. You can't fight them, So my objective is to set a record, and my record is about 20, 25, 25 to 43 pointers, and I'm gonna do that before I put basketball physically to rest, because even though I will not be playing professional basketball in my age, I will be still playing it just to keep fit. So I want to encourage, especially the young people. At my age, I'm still setting goals and objectives because I still have my ministry. We're just coming out of a 1 week crusade. I shut away from basketball, shut away from volleyball because I am we also play volleyball Tuesdays and Thursdays, at Addison Park, weekly. So all of those are shut down last week when I was in the crusade. So my body's been renewed, and this is one of the things that keeps my body: fasting and prayer. Every time that I go into fast and prayer, it is like my body's been renewed and refreshed. My body feel like right now I'm sitting in the car. Here's my ball. I'm going to work on my three pointer. I shoot about 100 to 150 three-pointer each time that I come and train. Sometimes I train in the morning and in the evenings. Sometimes just in the evenings, depending on my activities, religious activities. But I try to discipline myself